First, I will talk about it as a contingent factor, how technology affects the context on control and cost. There are three types of technology important to management control system design, which are complexity, task uncertainty, and interdependence. Context is the transport fuel in the convenient retail industry, so the process is standardized and automated, so the complexity level is low. It relies on formal result control, including traditional budget with less budgetary slack. And context is routine-based process and on differentiation product with less communication. So the level of uncertainty and interdependence are low, which rely on action control like behavior control and result control like accounting performance measures. Caltech Spark is an innovation program working closely with the startup and scale-up business for opportunities. For example, Caltex will cooperate with Hello for mobile fuel service. This business allows customers to schedule their food delivery straight to their place by apps. Because of high customization and flexibility, therefore more organic control need to against emergencies. This business influences our design management control system. For action control, the newly action tracking system will hardly to implement and lead to control loss, causing indirect cost for behavior displacement. Because customized delivery service is flexible and a high volume of stuff needed. If the control work for tightness, they should pay more direct cost for supervision. For result control, automatic payroll system lead employee to work only for meet target to get rewards rather than achieve their organization's goal. This may cause lower service quality and indirect costs for behavior displacement may incur.
Okay, now let's see the strategy of our company together. For Caltex, they have growth opportunities in international fuel resourcing and supply. Also, the strategy of further development in convenience retail. They want to do a more digital business and expand their market to the international. Also, they have keep changing people's strategy on new employment value and diversity, which means they want to make a balance on female and male employees. Based on those information, the strategy of Caltex is more like a prospector one. As a significant contingent factor, we also need to know as a prospector firm, they have more organic control and more flexibility and must translate emerging opportunities to the agenda. Also, it may influence our design management control system. In action control, the new design action tracking system may hard to implement because of the international market. Problems like time lag is hard to combine the information together, which will make the system looseness also incur direct and indirect costs, such as need more staff and time to do it, and operating delay may happen as you may need to with the information to get started on the next step. For the result control, the evaluation sheet will become more complicated due to the keep changing people strategy. If you want to make it work, the tightness of the system is needed. Incur cost as well, like you need more time to plan it and to do it, also behavioral displacement. If people have no idea about the current strategy, how can they evaluate their workmate in a suitable way, which may also lead to negative attitude as well.
According to Australian Competition and Customer Commission's report, in August 2018, the petrol price in Australia's largest city have climbed to their highest level in 4 years, averaging 1.45 per litre for base grade petrol, which has risen by 7% in 3 months and almost 10% compared with last financial year. The major factors driving high price were an increase in international crude oil and refined petrol price, also a lower Australian to US dollar exchange rate. In addition, the complexity brought about by the interaction of customer and competitors' behavior make a high challenge of petrol retail markets. These external factors make the environment uncertain. As one of 4 big oil refiners of Australia, Caltex also significantly influenced by these environment factors. Caltex competes against Mobil, BP, JS, and Shell. To maintain the market competitiveness, company paid much attention on customer service. Therefore, Caltex provides training for specific job employees to get work qualifications like occupational Safety and Health Act training in order to protect their employees and offer more professional service to clients. It's a tight personal control management and increase the direct cost of control. To improve customer satisfaction, the company adds the customer feedback as one indicator in employees' evaluation sheet. It is a tight result control, which increases the indirect cost of control.
Organizational structure has two components, which are differentiation and integration. Differentiation can be achieved through decentralization of authority, and lower-level managers act as quasi-entrepreneurs, while integration can be achieved through rules, operating procedures, the use of committees, and sub-units act consistent with organization goals. Decision-making also occurs at upper managerial level. Caltex adopted integrated structure as it is a large-sized company. Therefore, they have to use formal controls, and decision-making is made from the owners and upper management level. In terms of mechanistic and organic approaches, mechanistic is more like rule-based or plan, while organic is more like principle-based or emergent. According to Schoenhall, hybrid between mechanistic for differentiation and organic structure for integration is used to manage uncertainty. Caltex experienced uncertainty environment, as Monica mentioned before, because of the higher price in international crude oil and also the fluctuation on exchange rate. Moreover, as Lei mentioned that Caltex is prospector firms because the company expands its market in international full sourcing and supply. Therefore, organic structure suits this type of company. As shown in slide, this is Caltex hierarchical structure. There is a problem before or underpayment for low-level employee. Therefore, in organic structure, it relies on flexible open information systems. In new design MCS, first, we provide action tracking system to fix the payment issues, and the second one, providing training for the workers as well as the franchisees.
When a firm grows in size, it's become more challenging to manage without formal work assignment and some delegation of authority. Moreover, the manager have to deal with the more wider scope of information, as well as the need for more decentralized procedures. So Caltex is considering as a large firm due to three criteria have been met, in which are total assets, sales turnover, as well as the number of employees. And we can see from the slide the influence of size has to challenge Caltex to design a formal control and require more sophisticated technology, as well as relying on the formalized strategic performance management system such as the balanced scorecard. As we can see from the slide, this is the balanced scorecard of Caltex. It is comprised of four key things like the objective measure, the actual and the target performance. At the last firm, there are two controls are likely to be affected in Caltex when increasing in size. There are result control and action control. We can see under the result control, Caltex has performance management system that contain key management personnel, and they set targets of different level of objective for top management incentive rewards. And in terms of action control, they have administrative constraint written under a code of conduct. And I've also found that the control level work more closely to enacting tighter control in Caltex through both reinforcing combination of control, belief and boundary control, and the substation of the on control, which is the diagnosis and the boundary control, but they have a clearer diagnosis control by providing goals to employees and monitoring performance structure at the direct out-of-pocket cost. For example, the Caltex has such a clear management incentive reward for top executive. And to conclude on the control I mentioned up here in Caltex are tight control.